Welcome back to the channel, folks. I am Matt. Hope you're all doing well. Today, we're going to check out the Honey Badger from Monterey Bay Knives. Now, MBK is a company that's been around for a while. I want to say they started maybe 10 years ago, a little bit less. It's a collaboration effort between Sanford Owen and Ray Laconico, a very, very famous knife designer and maker who's designed knives for a lot of different companies, also made his own. They're one of those companies where I think most people in the hobbyist realm have heard of them, but they're also pretty underrated, and some of maybe the newer collectors haven't heard of them as much as some of the other more hype brands. Why they're super interesting to me is that they make titanium knives with super steel for around 140 to 150 bucks. Yeah, they're manufactured in China, but if you compare that to even a Chinese company like a Vosteed or something like that, a lot of those you aren't going to get titanium and S90V for 140, 150, not to mention their designs are freaking awesome, and the manufacturing quality is fantastic. So they're kind of one of those slow and steady knife companies, if that makes sense, but you don't often hear them get super hyped. Like with the Honey Badger here, this thing is still readily available. They also make American-made knives. They are more expensive, but they have a lot of different designs in that 150 range. For example, here's the Mini Rosalinda, and if you check out their Whatnot channel, you can get, special versions of it where it's laser engraved. This one's really, really cool. So basically with the Honey Badger, it's their newest design. You do get a knife pouch. It's a nice knife pouch as well, and then you get your blade here. As far as size comparisons, there it is next to a PM2 and a PM3. It's shorter than both of them, but blade length is about the same as a PM3. This is one of their smaller guys, and here it is next to a Bel Air as well. So it's a 3-inch blade, a 3.5-inch handle. It's overall 6.5 inches, so pretty compact knife here, but you still get a nice 3-inch blade. Now, I have pretty large hands. I can get 4 fingers on this, but I can't get the 4th finger inside there. I don't even know if it's meant to be, but if someone with smaller fingers probably could get it, right inside that little swoop there. But my pinky more rests right here. It actually feels really comfortable like this, and I still feel really locked in. I like the way that thumb ramp right there is done. It's almost, Spyderco-esque a bit. And you got some jimping, and it really locks you in there. Now, with the Mini Rosalinda here, if this is one that interests you, you can definitely get 4 fingers on this guy. And they do make bigger knives as well. They're Old Guard, they're Mini Old Guard, full-size Rosalinda. Check out their website. They have a bunch of different models. I really like, this size, though, a 3-inch blade. And this model's awesome. It is a liner lock design. Really easy lock bar access. You have bronze washers on this thing, so it takes a little while to break in. This one's brand new, but it's already starting to break in a bit. Really nice reverse flick. You can thumb flick it like so, and it also has a front flipper. I like the way they finish their titanium as well. This one does have a reversible pocket clip, which is awesome for us lefties. Really cool looking backspacer there as well. Like I said, S90V, I did some research on the internet and I see that they heat treat 61, 62, which is about perfect for an S90V blade. And S90V is just a super premium steel. I have quite a few other knives in it, and the edge retention is just amazing. It isn't the toughest steel out there. It can potentially chip for hard use, but if you're just looking for something with awesome edge retention that is great for slicing, for everyday carry, S90V is one of my favorites. So kind of a modified drop point design, almost a little bit of a reverse Tanto there, and I like the sort of, Spyderco influence there where you got that ramp. So it really locks you in well. So even for a small knife, you feel like you're in a lot of control here. Nice looking blade finish on there as well. You got the little MBK logo. It is T8 hardware as well, which is awesome. T8 pivot as well. I'm going to go ahead and reverse this pocket clip because I am a lefty. Pretty easy to take off. Also, they do sell clips on their website as well, and I think they sell some that are like Timascus and some different designs, so that's pretty cool too. And like I said, one thing that's awesome about this company is most of their stuff is pretty readily available. They also make like slip joints and more, traditional style knives as well. All right, so I got my clip reversed. A huge bonus for us lefties to have T8 hardware. Taking T6s off can suck. And there's what it looks like now. So kind of simple, but like I said, you could, jump on their Whatnot channel. A lot of times they're selling, special versions of this. He'll do laser engraving on the channel himself. And it's pretty cool. I love the action on this. Really big fan of bronze washers. The reverse flick on this is great. I'm not a huge front flipper fan, but I dabble a little bit, and this one's done well. Easy to access. You got jimping. Maybe they could have put the jimping all the way around to the top. That would have been nice, but not a huge deal. This does come in at about 3.5 ounces as well, so not super duper heavy. The centering looks just about perfect. No blade play whatsoever. Very, very useful blade design. So yeah, like I said, if you're someone that likes the PM3, I think you'd like this one because they're fairly similar. The handle feels a little bit shorter on this guy because you got that more pronounced swoop there, but they're very similar in blade length and even blade shape a bit. Also, just want to give you one more look at that mini Rosalinda that I got. Just that laser engraving looks awesome, and it adds a little bit more texture to the titanium, which gives it more grip. Really love the way this is done. All right, so I think that's it, guys. I will put a link for Monterey Bay knives in the description. It gets 2 thumbs up from me, and their pricing is fantastic. Like I said, you can support an American company. Yes, it's manufactured in China, but their designs a lot of times are cheaper than the Chinese brands, even though they're designed in the US. So that about wraps it up. Until next time, thanks for watching.